actually makes someone cool? Is it style, music, or just a certain vibe? For generations, we've tried to define this mysterious quality. We see it in movies, hear it in songs, and sometimes feel it when we meet someone who just has. But here's the twist. New research suggests our ideas about coolness are changing. It's not about being untouchable or rebellious anymore. Scientists have found that coolness today is less about image and more about being a genuinely good human being. So, what did the big study find? After months of careful observation, interviews, and data analysis, researchers set out to answer a question that's been debated for generations. What actually makes someone cool? They looked beyond the surface, digging into the qualities that truly stand out in today's world. Surprisingly, the #1 trait of coolness wasn't about having the trendiest clothes or being the most popular person in the room. It was authenticity. The study revealed that people who are unapologetically themselves, who don't try to fit into someone else's mold, are the ones we admire most. People who are true to themselves, quirks and all, are seen as the coolest. Whether it's a unique hobby, a bold sense of humor, or simply embracing what makes them different, authenticity shines through. It's about being comfortable in your own skin and letting your individuality show. Confidence matters too, but not the loud, arrogant kind that demands attention. Instead, it's the quiet, steady confidence that comes from knowing who you are and being at peace with it. This kind of self-assurance draws people in, making others feel comfortable and inspired. It's about quiet self-assurance, knowing your worth without putting others down. The study found that people who listen, who show respect, and who don't need to prove themselves are often seen as the most magnetic. Kindness ranked high as well. Acts of generosity, support, and genuine care for others were consistently linked to perceptions of coolness. It turns out, being cool isn't just about how you look or act, it's about how you treat people. Being compassionate and empathetic is now a core part of being cool. People who can put themselves in someone else's shoes, who offer a listening ear or a comforting word, are admired for their emotional intelligence and warmth. We're moving away from admiring aloofness and towards celebrating warmth and connection. The study shows that people value those who build genuine relationships and foster a sense of belonging. Self-awareness and nonconformity also made the list. Those who take time to reflect, who understand their strengths and weaknesses, and who aren't afraid to go against the grain, are respected for their courage and independence. Cool people think for themselves and stick to their values, even if it means standing out. They're not afraid to express their opinions respectfully or to pursue their passions, no matter how unconventional. The new cool is secure, caring, and refreshingly real. In a world that's always changing, these timeless qualities are what truly set people apart. One of the most powerful findings to emerge from recent research is a shift in what we value most in others. For a long time, people believed that being cool meant being aloof, exclusive, or even a little bit intimidating. But now the science is clear. The qualities that truly stand out are much more positive and inclusive. Kindness is now at the heart of cool. Acts of generosity, compassion, and simple friendliness are what people admire most. Whether it's helping someone in need, volunteering your time, or just offering a warm smile, these are the things that make a lasting impression. Forget the old trope of the exclusive, intimidating, cool kid. That image is fading fast. Today, being standoffish or making others feel left out is seen as outdated and unappealing. Now it's the person who includes others, stands up for what's right, and offers genuine compliments who truly shines. People are drawn to those who make them feel welcome and valued, not those who put up walls. Honesty and vulnerability are also key. Opening up about your feelings, sharing your struggles, and being real with others takes courage, and it's something people deeply respect. We admire people who are open about their challenges and authentic about their emotions. It's refreshing to see someone who isn't afraid to be themselves, even when life gets tough. The new cool is about being reliable, honest, and compassionate. It's about showing up for your friends, listening when someone needs to talk, and being the kind of person others can count on. It's not about looks or popularity, it's about character. True confidence comes from being comfortable with who you are and treating others with respect, no matter what. Anyone can be cool by treating others with respect and empathy. You don't need to fit a certain mold or follow the crowd. Just be kind, be honest, and be yourself. That's a hopeful message for everyone, no matter your age or background. In a world that sometimes feels divided, kindness and honesty are qualities that unite us all, and that's something worth celebrating. Coolness has always been a moving target, shifting with the times and reflecting what society values most. What we see as cool today is worlds apart from what was considered cool just a few decades ago. In the 1950s, icons like James Dean defined coolness by breaking the rules and standing apart from the crowd. Their mysterious, rebellious attitude made them legends, admired for their independence and refusal to conform. As the decades rolled on, the spotlight shifted to pop stars and celebrities. In the 80s and 90s, being cool meant being larger than life, untouchable, glamorous, and always in the public eye. Fame, fortune, and a carefully crafted image were the ultimate status symbols. But today, the definition of cool has transformed. Now, we look up to people who are passionate about what they do, who show up authentically, and who use their voices to make a difference. It's not about being distant or mysterious anymore, it's about being real and making a positive impact. The coolest people in our lives might not be celebrities at all. They could be a caring teacher who goes the extra mile, a loyal friend who's always there when you need them, or someone who simply brings out the best in others. Today, we admire those who give back to their communities, who volunteer their time, or who work quietly behind the scenes to make the world a better place. Their actions speak louder than any spotlight ever could. Our heroes are no longer the lone wolves who stand apart, but the mentors, collaborators, and team players who lift others up and help everyone succeed. True influence now comes from empathy, kindness, and the ability to connect with others. It's about building bridges, not walls, and making people feel like they belong. The coolest people are those who make us feel seen, understood, and inspired to be our best selves. In a world that's always changing, that kind of cool never goes out of style. Can you learn to be cool? Absolutely. Coolness isn't a secret gift, it's a skill anyone can develop. Start by being yourself. Embrace your interests and values, even if they're not popular. Practice empathy. Listen, ask questions, and show you care. Kindness is built through small, consistent actions. Quiet confidence comes from self-acceptance and trying new things, not from being the loudest in the room. Avoid comparisons. Your journey is unique. By focusing on authenticity, kindness, and self-assurance, you're not just becoming cool, you're becoming your best self. That's the real secret. This new understanding of coolness puts the power back in your hands. It's not about fitting someone else's mold. It's about your character, integrity, and how you treat others. Embrace your quirks, your passions, and your story. That's what makes you cool. Coolness is now broad, inclusive, and deeply human. So, what does being cool mean to you? Who do you admire and why? Maybe it's time we all redefine cool, based on kindness, honesty, and authenticity.